Welcome, everyone. It's Thursday night, and what does that mean? It's another version. It's another episode of Chaotic and Improv, short form improv comedy show, Comedy One Shots. As you guys can tell, right before we went live, someone said a joke or something, and we're giggling. So thank you guys for joining us, though. We've got a great show planned for you guys. And I say planned because we don't know what it is. We're just hoping it's going to be fun. But we've got a lot of short form improv comedy for you guys. So for those of you guys maybe who have never seen us before or haven't seen us in a while and have forgotten, we're going to be making everything up that you see here tonight, and we're going to be needing suggestions from you guys throughout the show. So anytime one of us introduces a game, we'll ask you guys for a topic of suggestions. Feel free to type those into the chat if you're watching us on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube Live. And if you're just somehow knowing what we're doing and not watching us anywhere, just think about a suggestion and maybe it will come to us and we'll be able to do it for our show. Let me introduce our cast for you guys here tonight. My name is Chris. Woo! Yeah, me. We've got Ty.
Hey.
Hi. We've got Noah.
We got Noah.
Yeah. We've got Melanie.
Howdy.
And we've got Patrick.
Yeah.
All right. And the man behind the magic, the guy who's doing all of our tech wizardry, is our Hostmaster General, Chad. And I'm going to turn it over to him for some announcements that we have before our show.
Absolutely. Well, we always have announcements before the show because we have people watching before the show and during the show and after the show. And to those people, we say welcome and thank you for choosing us for your Thursday night comedy show needs. Real quick before we get started, as a matter of fact, before we even get stuck into the show proper, now would be a good time to tell all of your friends who, for some reason, are not having their comedy needs fulfilled. Tell them, hey, there are some people doing comedy, improv. It's free. It's on Twitch. Here's a link. Check it out. Follow us on all the social medias. Share with everyone you can. We love having people watch and be part of the show. One way you can be part of the show is to support us through Bit cheers and Twitch subscriptions. One of these days I will get that right, but some of you are already getting it right in the chat right now. Crazy Ninja Chris, thank you so much for your bit cheers, as well as Eagle Panini, and thank you to Comedy Girly for resubscribing for the 7th month and leaving the message woohoo, which by the way is my favorite part of playing The Sims. But anyway,
Dorno Weeby.
Right? But, and Comedy Girly with a bit cheers again. So thank you so much. That is one way that you keep us loud live and bringing the funny to you every Thursday night, every Saturday night. And it's one way we keep Chris from having to perform the Heimlich maneuver on himself because I think he's choking there a little bit.
Inhaled coffee.
Yeah. Haven't we all? Also, another way that you can help support us and keep us being funny on the internet is to go to our website, chaoticgoodimprov.com. Check out our store. We have a whole bunch of CGI merch, like Patrick is wearing, like I'm wearing tonight. Mine's got more words on it, so I win. But they're kind of backwards, so if you want to see the frontwards version, go to chaoticgoodimprov.com. Check out the merch store. There's a lot of really cool stuff. We even have like face masks that you can wear. It's really crazy. I wear mine everywhere, and people look at my face, and they're just like, why is half your face a logo? And I'm like, well, let me tell you. It's great stuff. But
I don't think that happens.
It happens in my head, you know? Okay. I mean, it's my reality. I can make of it what I want. That's how things work now. Anyway, so we have all sorts of... But more than anything, we're just happy you guys are here. You guys are going to be helping us make the show tonight with all of your suggestions in the chat whenever we ask for them to help kickstart our scenes. And one other way that you can immortalize your position in the Improv Comedy Hall of Fame is to help us name this episode. That's right. This show has never existed before and will never exist after this except in archives. And in those archives, we like to title our show based on your suggestions. So at any point during the show, if you hear our actors say something amazingly funny, or if you hear like a particular theme happening over and over or something like that, let me know in the chat. I'll be Chaotic Good Improv in the chat. Let me know your suggested title for the show. Typically people put them in quotes. However you want to get my attention, say, hey, that was funny. Here's the title of the show, and we'll go ahead and deliberate on that at the end of the episode as I collect those suggestions. Okay, that's all the housekeeping I have for tonight, and that's good because that laundry was starting to stink. So I'm going to turn it back over to Chris to get us started on the funny. Chris, over to you, sir.
I just now I can't stop thinking of your stinky laundry, like how bad your room smells right now. I'm sorry. So I'm going to try and get that out of my head, and let's move on to our very first game. This game will be for Noah and Patrick, and what I need as a suggestion would be we're going to start off simple with a location, a place, any sort of place. What location? I'm repeating myself. Anything that would qualify as somewhere a scene could be done. Feel free to type those into the chat. And we'll get to them during this game of change. So what's going to happen during the scene is Noah and Patrick will be improvising a scene for you guys based on the suggestion that we've chosen. But during the scene, anytime I want, I can say change. And when I say change, whoever just said the last line of dialogue will have to change what they say to something completely different and then have to justify why that new thing they've said is part of the scene. All right. It's becoming second nature to intro that. I might need to come up with something new. Chad, do we have a suggestion for a location for this game of change?
Okay, right off the bat, someone knows the key to my heart. Hockey game.
Hockey game. That's the key to your heart, huh? That's a big heart. All right. So, that is a big heart, Chad. You are just so loving. All right. So this scene will have something to do with hockey, a hockey game. This is a game of change with Noah and Patrick in 3, 2, and 1.
And we're back reporting live courtside from the Smokies versus the Maple Leafs tonight. I'm your host tonight, Aaron Eckhart. This is my co-anchor, Julian. Julian, how are you feeling about the game tonight?
A little nervous, to be honest. We haven't been doing well this season. I mean, the Smokies. We've lost the last 4 games.
I don't know who this we is because I'm a Maple Leafs fan till the day I die, and we are absolutely thrashing the Smokies right now.
Yeah, I thought this whole commentator switchover thing was going to be a good idea, but you've kind of just been picking on me for the last 60 minutes. So
hey, you shouldn't be losing, pal.
Okay, that hurts, you know.
Change.
You can't, dude. You think punch a little harder, bro? Come on, man.
You don't want me to do that, pal. Anyway, back to the game. Looks like they are really. Hey, you good, man?
No, I mean, if you're gonna hit me, man, you better square up. I mean, we're not doing that well on the ice. You know, this game's kind of over for me. I mean, what's going on, man? Huh?
Hey, Julian, you're kind of. Let's calm down. Let's keep it professional, man.
All right, yeah, let's focus on the game. Huh? Yeah, let's focus on the game. All right, focus on the game. Yeah. All right, so right here we got the center coming up the ice.
Change.
We have the goalie coming up the ice. What is going on
Change.
here? I don't know enough positions about hockey to really be a commentator in this game. I'm mostly just here for the fights. You know, when they drop the gloves, that's when I really come alive. That's why I'm So, okay, are you trying
to bring that up again? Listen, it's the hockey culture, man. I don't actually want to fight you, dude.
Change.
You want to? Here, I've got my mouth guard right here, man.
Change.
All right. I mean, look, if this is the way you want to do this, I mean, we can get right out on the ice, Julian. I've got skates in the locker.
All right, walking down.
I might not sound it, Julian. I'm Canadian, tried and true. I will whoop you on that ice.
You're gonna walk me on the ice. That's
Change.
the metaphor you're gonna go. Walking on ice, huh? You think you're so holy walking on water,
Change.
huh? Walking on ice, huh? What are you gonna do? Some sort of Christopher Walken impression?
Walking on ice.
Try and fight me?
No, I'm gonna go majestic on your ass. I'm gonna slide out there. I'm gonna skate like a Canadian. You're over here. You're from Michigan. You're not even. You call yourself a hockey fan? You're from Michigan, Julian. Okay, I will crush you on the ice.
I mean, hey, I'm from Michigan, but I'm from the Upper Peninsula. It's basically the same thing. It's Canada.
And seed. I knew it was about to get violent. And seed. I don't know how this looked for anyone else, but they both kept looking in the same direction.
Oh yeah. I was thinking, no, because our videos are mirrored on Zoom, and I was like, man, either one of us, like we're looking like opposite direction, or both going this way. We're both saying, man, that guy down the row sucks, huh? That third guy.
I know. It's like there's something really. They're commentators, but all the action's over here.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. All right, so moving right along to our next game. This is going to be a game for everyone. What's going to happen? What I need as a suggestion, first off, is I need two things that you can almost have a debate about, like Coke versus Pepsi or checkers versus chess. Something, they don't have to be anything magnanimous or profound. They could just be something quite simple that two people might discuss or argue about which is better. Doritos or Fritos, anything with a toe. We're going to use that in a game called Objection. So Ty and Patrick are going to be having opening arguments for this debate. One of them will be pro one of the objects, another will be pro of the other topic. And once they get their opening arguments out, at any point in time, one of us can object to something that was just said. We will object and we'll throw in our 2 cents. And our objection typically will probably be about something they said versus what the actual topic is. And you'll see pretty quickly that this game of objection will get pretty far off the original argument. So, Chad, do we have something that we can debate or discuss about?
This is actually an internal debate I have every day, but slippers versus socks.
Slippers versus socks. All right, so this is a game of objection, slippers versus socks, in 3, 2, and 1.
All right, I just want to, just very quickly, this should not be an argument at all. This should not be a debate. Slippers are better than socks. The reason why slippers are better than socks is simple. Your feet are cold, slip on some slippers. Your feet get warm, take them right off. It's not hard to do this. With socks, you got to take them all the way off, take them all the way. It's just too much work. Slippers are better.
I'm going to go ahead and object there to that. First off, let's talk about how you're wearing those slippers. What's under your slippers? Socks. Before
Objection.
slippers.
That's disgusting if you're wearing socks under slippers. Listen, Patrick, I got a lot of love for you. I got a lot of respect for you. But
Objection. I know for a fact that Noah does not have any kind of respect for Patrick. I have seen Noah's Twitter page, and it rails on Patrick the whole time.
Objection.
No
I'm also going to pile on there because I also know that just kind of agreeing with Ty, I don't even respect myself, so I don't know how Noah can respect me. Because I mean,
objection. I never meant to say that I actually respect you. It's more of a courtesy, and I was about to make the point of how little.
Objection. Men are supposed to bow. Women are supposed to courtesy. It's a very strict thing. If you look into the way that chivalry is supposed to be.
Objection. I'm so tired of those old school misogynistic tropes. If I want to bow and a male would like to curtsy, I don't have a problem with that. It's 2021. In fact, I'm not even going to bow. I'm going to stand up straight.
Objection. I personally don't like people touching me. So when someone gets misogynistic, it kind of creeps me out. I don't like them rubbing my shoulders.
Objection. I actually love it when people get misogynistic on me. I have a lot of tension in my lower back, and I really need that worked out from time to time.
Objection. I just recently saw Noah head into a Sharper Image and spend an hour and a half on a massage chair. There is no way he has tension in his lower back after spending that much time.
Objection. That's not really an objection. Ty, what's going on? It feels like you're spending a lot of time watching my go home.
Objection. Let me live my life, Noah. Let me live my life.
Objection, let me live my life. I'm going to the Sharper Image. You have no right to know what I'm doing in the Sharper Image for an hour and a half.
Objection. Malls are dead. I'm sorry. I don't know what either of you are doing in a Sharper
Objection,
Image.
they are with that attitude, Melanie. You got to go in, you got to spend your money. It's like GameStop. You got to boost that stock.
Objection. We have to save money right now. And when we're going through all this in the world, the key right now is you have to save your money, put it into a savings account. Don't go out and spend money. That doesn't help anyone.
Objection. we all know that Patrick, just like we are all improvisers. And everyone knows improvisers have a bunch of money because we make so much money improvising. So I'm going to object to the fact that he has no money and that we should save money. That's just what I'm saying.
Object. I am actually going to disagree with that because I am broke.
Objection. Everyone, listen. I am a financial advisor. Go invest all of your money into AMC and GameStop right now, okay? There's no way this is going to fail. We're going to the moon, baby. $1,000 per share by the beginning of March. Objection. Noah is not yet ready to go to the moon. He does not have the proper equipment. In order to go to the moon, you need something easy to go in and on and off your foot, which is why slippers are the best things ever.
Antsy! Nicely done. All right, that was fun.
That entire thing was Ty just keeping tabs on my life. He was like, well, hold on, Noah doesn't have the equipment for that.
Noah has the most interesting life out of all of us, so who else am I going to watch?
Flattered.
All right. So our next game is going to be for Chris, Melanie, Ty, and Noah. And it is going to be a game called Switch. So we need to get lots and lots of suggestions. Could be anything. Could be an occupation. Could be a location. Could be any other thing that's a noun or an adverb. I don't know. I started.
Open a book.
Steam.
Anything.
My caffeine level was here, and now it's low, and now I'm just tired.
We'll get a cookie.
So this game is going to be for the four of them, and what's going to happen is we're going to have 4 scenes going on at the same time, and I will be able to switch between them whenever I choose. That's why we call the game Switch. So Ty, do we have? Or sorry, Ty. I looked at Ty. I meant to say Chad. I'm doing really well this intro. Chad, who runs the stream, he's in the bottom of the screen right now. Do we have any suggestions rolling in?
Well, first of all, I love your suggestion that I'm Ty. I'm not, but I don't complain if I were. Yeah, that's the thing. All right. First suggestion would be the bank.
The bank. All right. Not the banal, the bank, because keyboards are hard. I can't speak. I can't talk. I can't type. I can't talk. I can't. Nothing.
I have no idea what this next suggestion is, but I like it. Foot nuggets.
Foot nuggets.
Foot nuggets?
I don't
Foot
like
nuggets?
that. Sorry. The bank is going to be for Melanie and Ty, by the way, if that wasn't clear. It helps if I say that.
So glad I don't have foot nuggets.
Foot nuggets. Don't know what that is. It's going to be for Ty.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Yep.
The next one is Roomba.
Roomba. Is that the? You know what? I don't know if it's the. I don't know if it's the vacuum or the dance. So I'm going to put Roomba/Roomba.
Okay.
And that is going to be for Chris and Noah.
Oh, and I like this last one. Puppy love.
Puppy love.
I like how Chad didn't like the first 3, but he liked the last one.
Yeah. What? No, foot nuggets. Who doesn't love that? Whatever that is.
Roomba rumba.
If foot nuggets are a thing in your life, maybe go to a doctor. I don't know. But puppy love is going to be for Noah and Melanie.
It's just me.
I think about Noah a lot. I think about Ty a lot. You know. No, I was looking at the nickname. All right, so our first scene.
Each other a lot.
So our first scene with Melanie and Ty is going to be about
the bank.
The one with Ty and Chris is about
Foot nuggets.
Yep. Chris and Noah is about
Roomba.
And then Noah and Melanie.
Puppy love.
All right, this is Switch, starting with our suggestion of the bank, starting in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome. Yes, welcome to the bank.
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm so excited to be here. I didn't mean to speak first because you are in charge.
No worries. So I see that you're looking to buy some properties today. Well, may I suggest Baltic Avenue?
Oh, I don't know if I can afford something that extravagant. That's why I'm here, hoping to take out some sort of loan.
Ooh, you're looking for a loan shark. I like you. I just so happen to be a loan shark. I can give you a great loan. Only a small 40% interest loan.
That's all?
Yes.
That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. So maybe I should go ahead and get a car along with my Baltic Avenue home.
Well, you can get a car, you can get a boot, you can get a little terrier, you can get a thimble, you can get an iron. You can
And all
get
of this,
maybe one or two other ones that I don't really care about.
So if it doesn't matter that I don't have any money, as long as I pay you 40% of what I borrow.
Exactly. We actually just give you money to start with, so because we want you to purchase properties, right? That's how capitalism works. You buy properties, you charge other people to stay at your properties, and everything just works out in the end.
Foot nuggets.
Oh man, this is a weird fast food restaurant, man.
Well, yeah, but that's why I wanted to go here.
But you should have known by the name this would probably be a bad idea. Greasy bits and bobbles? What the hell's that supposed to mean, man?
I don't know, man. I just saw it on Yelp, and so I wanted to go.
Right? I ordered a box of these things. I'm not even this got a claw on it, man. I don't even know if I'm about to, what part of the ew, I know exactly what part of the chicken this came from.
I was about to say, Boudreaux, you should know what part of the chicken the claw's on.
Well, you never know, man. They call it, sometimes the names and stuff that you order is wrong, like I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I've seen it before.
Look, Boudreaux, if you didn't want to come here, why did you accept it? I mean, this is my birthday, and I really feel like you should be supportive of my decisions. I wanted to try something new today.
All right, well, look, I got my box of 20-piece foot nuggets, and I ordered you this, and it was for your birthday. It's buttery beak bits. So go ahead and try some of them, man. Yeah, they're supposed to be delicious.
Well, that
Roomba.
Hello. Thank you for ordering the Roomba version 35.
Oh,
What's your name?
My name is Clarence. I'm really excited, mostly because I live alone and don't have anyone to talk to or practice dance with.
Whoop. Nice to meet you, Clarence.
Oh my gosh.
Roomba.
Well, Roomba, so according to the manual here, it says you do a lot more than just suck up dirt from my carpets. And I'm interested to find out most of your features.
My most important feature is that I am a companion, first and foremost. You may groom me to be whatever kind of companion you like, or program, that's a better word.
You sold me on groom. So it says here, this button here causes excess, I was about to say foliage. I'm not sure what hair is called on a robot, but I want to grow it out as long as possible so I can primp it and crimp it and trim it and everything.
All
Puppy
right.
love.
Honey,
What's up, babe?
I just I know that I wasn't supposed to do this without your approval, but I adopted a puppy today
Yo, babe.
for us.
Babe, did you really get a puppy, babe?
Yes, I did. Look how cute he is.
Babe. Yo, like I'm like super into you. Like you're super cool, babe. Like I promise. But
I know.
that puppy, like it's kind of cringe. I don't know, like
Oh, don't listen to your daddy talk like that just because he wouldn't let me have a baby, and so I got a puppy.
Hey, do we really have to talk about that? Do we really have to talk about the baby thing right now? Like, I'm really trying to just like chill, suck on this lollipop like an absolute jerk, and like sit on the porch and stare at people walking by. Okay? It's 4:30. That's what I do at 4:30.
That's why I gave you an extra 10 minutes, hoping that maybe it would settle in so that you could look in these sweet little eyes. And I promise you, look, it will change you.
I'm not looking.
Foot nuggets.
Look.
I feel bad that I didn't get you anything better for your birthday, man.
No, man. I just want you to be supportive of me, Boudreaux.
I will be, man. Your endeavors are important to me too, and I want you to succeed.
Thank you, Boudreaux. And I just, how adventurous I am in my eatings. And one day I would love to open a restaurant with you, Boudreaux.
I was thinking maybe we could do like a dessert place, kind of like what this guy does. We specialize in gizzard blizzards.
Oh, Boudreaux, that's the best birthday present you could have ever given me. It's just that idea that you want to share with me.
Well, happy birthday, man. I
think that's a great idea. We can use all parts of the chicken in different blizzard flavors.
Yes, we can. You have like vanilla bean with some part of the chicken.
Right.
Like a pistachio with another
part of the chicken.
Different part of the chicken.
Right,
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be like some of those yogurt places where you have all the chicken toppings and you can just get all your soft serves you want and you put all the chicken toppings on it.
Yeah, it's like chicken feed on top of it and everything, man. We can have nuts and berries and sometimes, I heard birds eat rocks. We can throw some rocks in there.
Might as well. I heard there's a special kind of rock that we can find if we can find it somewhere it makes noises inside your mouth when you put it in.
Yeah, that's a pop rock. That's good.
The bank.
So I wanted to come back and thank you.
Of course.
For advice so many years ago. Now that, of course, I am pretty much the owner of every single street in this.
Yes.
What was called New York City.
Right, of course.
So I'd like to talk about this 40% because I realized that initially I perhaps I misunderstood the loan, the way loans work. I'm not going to pay you that.
Oh, see, this is the problem because you see, I'm a loan shark, which means I have sharks, and then I can feed you to the sharks. That's how it works. So if you don't pay me the 40%, I will break your kneecaps and feed you to the sharks. That's how it works. You signed on the dotted line. It says I can legally do that. I've been to court many times. They always acquit me.
Okay, well, listen, I have got a property I would love to talk to you about. It's on the 110th floor with a gorgeous balcony. Can I show it to you?
That's a long way up. The whole property is just one floor of a building. It sounds like it's not even close to 40% of what I gave you.
I know, but all you have to do is come and enjoy the view from the balcony with me. It's very sexy. Just for a moment.
Well, fine then. You've convinced me. I'll go to the balcony with you if you will.
Roomba.
Clarence.
I didn't hear you.
I beat you in chess, Clarence.
I know what you did. I didn't hear you. There's one thing I will not just take from my Roombas, and that is beating me at board games. That's not going to happen, Roomba. I'm going to reprogram you. You need to be subservient. Let me
No,
win.
please, Clarence. No, don't program me.
Now, how do I turn this bad boy on?
Clarence, let's be reasonable. Clarence.
Okay, Roomba, calm down, buddy. Now, I would like, if you would mind, maybe you can pretend I'll give you a haircut and you tell me about your day.
Yes, Clarence. Clarence, anything but reprogramming, Clarence. Cut my follicles. Cut my cybernetic follicles that emulate hair almost to a T.
Oh, I love T follicles. Those are fantastic. I don't know if I want to cut those off. I want to kind of see how long those grow. Cybernetic hair. We're into the future already.
Yes.
Roomba, you and I are going to do some wonderful things together.
Yes, we are, Clarence. I'm very excited to be your Roomba and your companion. It is very fulfilling and is my only purpose, Clarence.
Oh, I'm about to.
Puppy love.
Whoa, babe. I was just hanging out on the porch, not petting the dog.
Oh, yes, puppy. Yes. My puppy has a very good sense of when someone is a good character. And I think this might be the end of our relationship.
Hey, you're not. Remember, like, babe, it's the end of our relationship. Do you not remember what I said to you the first time we met? Yeah.
You said you're kind of okay looking. Do you want to go get a soda?
Yeah, what else do you want me to say, babe? That's like the sweetest thing a guy could say, babe. Babe.
That's right. I think I'm going to go ahead and let you hold him.
And scene.
That got angry.
Melanie, if you're going to commit to using a prop, at least get a real one. I mean, come on. You know, I mean,
Oh, man.
Because I don't have a puppy. I have an old dog.
I'm just going to put this back on the floor where it was. All right.
It.
Put it back.
Yeah, whatever its name is. Oh.
I call
Alright.
dibs. I call dibs on the next one. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, while I'm calling dibs and while Patrick is clearly sending the puppy over to me because I need pats too, I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone, and we are going.
We're doing chaotic newscasters. We're not doing Zoom.
Zoom. I totally did the wrong thing, so
That's
never
okay.
mind.
That's okay.
That's
all right.
Cool.
I know that you're high on your foot nuggets. And you've been smoking them toenails. That's all right, dude.
All right.
That's okay. We're going to move on to chaotic newscasters. Just imagine Zoom happened and that we just moved past it. So what I'm going to need from the audience is I'm going to need various endowments or predicaments or situations that some people might be either going through or have, like someone slowly turning into a werewolf, or someone can only speak in a language. I don't know. That was a really bad suggestion. But something that we can endow these our newscasters with. Someone who's high school graduation, whatever. So what's going to happen is Noah is going to be at the studio. He's going to be the head anchor, and he's going to be running the newscast. He's going to turn it over to his various other newscasters, whether street reporters or sports reporters or whatever. And each of those individual reporters is going to be endowed with one of these suggestions that we're getting from you guys, and they're going to have to give their news report with that endowment that they've been given. That's why this is called Chaotic Newscasters. So Chad, do we have any situations or endowments or things that they're going through to give to our newscasters?
Okay, well, now that I actually have the correct game up,
all right, man.
It's all good. Hey,
we only had that set list for like the last hour and a half, so that's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
I just saw chaotic, you know. I mean, it's the brand, guys. It's the brand. But yeah, they're coming in pretty slowly and everything. So let's just take a look. Oh, by the way, there is a big thing in the chat right now. So far, the most popular cast member tonight has been the puppy. Because they are begging for the puppy right now. Yeah, big time.
Yeah, that tracks.
Exactly.
Yeah. All we have to do is hold the audience hostage. Say, hey, get a level 2 hype train going, and the puppy comes back.
There you go.
Baby money.
Puppy Money was also the name of my band in high school. Okay, someone who is struggling with I forgot how to pronounce that word now.
Are you struggling right now?
I am struggling with celibacy. Thank you.
Someone struggling with celibacy.
Struggling with celibacy.
All right, so
saying it apparently.
Patrick will be struggling with celibacy.
Oh, give him something.
I almost see like a tug of war. It's like, get over here, celibacy. I'm about to have sex. All right, so someone's struggling with celibacy. What we need some more. Let's get a couple more.
Someone's slowly turning Canadian.
Someone's slowly turning Canadian. All right, so how about Melanie? Melanie, can you slowly turn Canadian?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So Melanie's going to slowly turn Canadian. And one final one for time.
Could result in some very ugly stereotypes for the Canadians. You know, I mean,
not like we haven't seen that tonight.
In advance.
Yeah.
Someone who has ants in their pants.
All right, so someone who's got ants in their pants. All right, so this is Chaotic Newscasters in 3, 2, and 1.
Hello and welcome back to Channel 13. I'm your news anchor this evening, Bart Simpson. We got a lot on our plate tonight to cover. First, I'd like to throw it on over to our reporter on the street, Chatty Cathy. Tonight's top story is that we've got an angry mob outside of the Sears downtown demanding that they start selling more bedspreads. Chatty Cathy, what can you tell us?
Well, the crowds here are in a fervor here. The bed sets are in short supply, and they're not allowing anyone to get into the beds, you know, and because this fervor and this crowd here wants to do, all they want to do is to get into bed and to and to feel the soft warmth of the sheets on their body. You know,
Kathy, you doing all right over there? It looks like you're getting pretty. Looks like it's kind of hot over there. You're kind of sweating a little bit.
Yeah. I think I just needed to go back and get the air conditioning. You know, go inside. You know, cuddle up next to one of these protesters. I saw one holding a sign that said, "Give us more sheets," but I could be reading the signals wrong, but I think she's either winking at me or she's about to throw a Molotov cocktail. Okay. Yep, that is.
Kathy, I want to remind you that you are on the clock. You know, HR is watching at all times. I advise you to make good decisions this afternoon.
Yeah, I'd really like to you know, just be off the clock, you know, so I can just get home. I can
remember your support group, Kathy. Okay,
I want to
help if you need it. Ask for help.
I want nothing more than just go home and knock boots. I mean, just take my shoes off. So I think I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off the air. So Bart, back to you in the studio there.
All right, Kathy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really sorry you had to hear that. Chatty Kathy, she's been struggling for a long time trying to stay clean, and I think we just watched something very sad happen. But you know, let's lighten the mood a little bit. Let's see what things are doing with the weather this afternoon. I'm going to pass you on over to Barbara Sampson. Barbara Sampson, what can you tell us about the weather?
Oh, hey, I would love to talk about the weather because you know what? It's a crazy time of year. We've got a lot of wintry mix going on. In fact, if you look a little north of where we are right now, you can see it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's extraordinary. I mean, you've got snow falling, and you know, I love hockey, eh? And when you're up north, it's snowy. It's beautiful.
I'd like to remind you, this is a weather forecast.
And you know
what's coming up next.
Yeah, and I agree with you there. And I, you know what? You're looking really nice today. You know, I'm talking to you. You're looking really nice. You know, it's like we just all got to be a lot nicer to each other because you know we're all just neighbors. I really want to live somewhere where the leader of our nation is so hot.
Is this the same Barbara Sampson that I normally come to work with? I mean, you were in a chipper mood today, girl.
You know, I got to tell you, I think that I think I'm gonna go to my people and enjoy some hockey and some maple.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but you sound happy, Barbara.
I'm so happy, and I just love everybody. Don't have a lot of neighbors up here. It's beautiful, just stunning. Just, I don't know if I'm coming back, but you know, I really love you, man. Love you, eh?
Wow.
Back to you in the studio.
Cryptic final words from Barbara Sampson. To quote, "I don't know if I'm coming back." Hopefully she will be, because she's a great news anchor, and I think I do look today, and a lot of people don't notice that, but it's fine. We'll move on. Oh my gosh. Remember Barbara, she's living in my head now. Well, we're going to move on over, like I said, to sports with Tim Abernathy. He's hanging out down there. Tim, what do you got for us over there?
Oh, hey, Bart, I'm just over here at the big game, you know. We're here with the Admirals versus the Minotaurs, and the Minotaurs really handing it to the Admirals, and the Admirals are, they're driving down the field as best they can, and you know, they're sometimes they're getting close to the touchdown, and then whenever they get close to the touchdown, their quarterback just tends to throw an interception or fumbles the ball or something like that, you know.
Hey,
the Minotaurs they're really trying hard, but yeah, oh God, it's hurts so bad.
Tim, are you doing okay right now?
I gotta take my pants off, Bart. I'm sorry. I gotta take them off.
Tim, whoa, Tim.
Yeah, I'm back on the air, guys. I'm back on the air.
No, Kathy, you don't.
Kathy, come here and help me with my pants, Kathy. Get over here.
I apologize to our viewers at home.
Oh gosh, dang it, man! Oh my goodness gracious!
I've seen that happen. Just sit down in a nice pile of snow.
Does somebody have a fire hose or something, or some sort of water material I can get in?
Get them off the air. Huh? Oh, goodness.
I need some who off?
And scene. I don't know about you guys at home, but when Patrick ran off of his screen, I was really somehow magically hoping that he would just pop onto her Ty screen.
I know.
I had the exact same thought. Ty, we should be roommates. I've always said that.
Yeah.
This just proves it.
This is when Patrick finally realizes I've been living in his basement this whole time.
All right. For this next game, this is going to be a game for Melanie and Patrick. What I'm going to need from the audience is anyone's zodiac sign. So just type in whatever your zodiac sign is, and I'll read you your horoscope live on Twitch in front of all of the 5s and 10s of people that are watching. And we'll use that horoscope as a suggestion for our next scene. So Chad, has anyone in the chat typed in what their horoscope is? I mean, their zodiac sign. I don't want them typing in the horoscope. I'm going to read it.
Yeah, someone has put like all 520 characters. No, I'm just kidding. Tell you what, Crazy Ninja Chris is a Libra. So there is
Libra. All right, so a Libra. I will read the Libra horoscope for today, which is February 4th, 2021. Problems in your community may result from malfunctioning machines. Be prepared, Libra. Have flashlights handy in case of a power outage, and walk instead of drive in case signals cause major traffic jams. Neighbors may be going crazy, but try and stay calm. This is a temporary situation and not worth getting all stressed over. A good piece of advice is to spend the day reading. I don't know what horoscope.com is trying to tell us, but maybe stay away from technology. I'm not really sure. But that is a suggestion for the scene, the horoscope of Libra, today, February 4th, 2021. This is Horoscope with Melody and Patrick in 3, 2, and 1.
Honey, I'm trying to stay calm here, but I mean, I'm going wild. I'm going wild here.
They're calling this Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon was
Snowmageddon 2.
Was there? Are they saying what kind of snow it was? I mean, was it a sleet? Was it a hail? Was it a wintry mix? I don't know what it was.
They're saying it was a hailstorm that somehow froze on the ground, and we are trapped. We're trapped.
Honey, okay. Let's try and think about our emergency preparedness plan. Okay, we pretty much only have a bucket. You know, we don't have any.
Okay.
Wait, did you shrink the bucket? What's going on?
I have my medication. You said to check the emergency kit. That's my whole emergency kit. Xanax.
Okay.
So
do you have more than one? Because I'm kind of freaking out here too. You down to?
No, one.
Not much of an emergency preparedness kit, honey.
No.
But listen. We can be democratic about how we divvy up the Xanax. All right. If we're being democratic about it, I vote me. The yays have it. Give me the Xanny.
Excuse me. Ladies first. I don't care. Wait.
Filibuster. We're going to if we're going to be truly democratic about this, dividing up of the Xanax, then I will stand here for the next 48 to 72 hours. Sorry, I'm starting to freak out again. I gotta sit down. That might be against the rule of the filibuster in the United States Senate. So I think my filibuster might be over. Okay, all right, honey.
You are doing so well. I'm so impressed by you, honey. You're so strong and powerful right now. You don't even need any Xanax because you are so in control. So I'm gonna go ahead and.
Okay.
Yes. So this is what we're gonna do. I've got our handy dandy book that breaks down everything to do in an emergency. So we need to save our food. We need to save our power.
I ain't eating nothing yet, and the power's out. So where to go next? Oh no!
Flashlights. Calm down. Breathe. I'm already.
I told you all I have is a bucket. Okay. and I've already used it.
Maybe if we put the flashlight in the bucket, it will reflect the light out
I ain't got no flashlight, no. I told you all I have the bucket.
Well, your cell phone. You have a cell phone. God, I'm glad I took the Xanax.
I could, but I'm using all my power to watch these funny videos online.
Are you watching improv during Snowmageddon?
Listen. I know it's stupid. No one likes it, but I got one of my friends, and he keeps posting on Instagram to watch his shows, and I feel so guilty if I don't watch them.
You are such a sucker. Just because it's on social media, what are you going to start joining some kind of weird cult now? Get off social media. Books. I told you before, you should be reading, not watching people do stupid antics on the internet instead of preparing for our future.
Reading? But I guess I can read the side of the bucket. It says Home Depot.
And seed. I think you just read it. It said Home Depot.
That's it. Yeah, a lot of nuance in that.
That got very meta.
There,
Very meta.
Yeah, there's layers to it. There's like a recursive video.
So we're gonna move right
I'm
into our
watching
next
you, chat.
game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, see, Patrick's involved. We're gonna move right into our next game here. We're actually gonna send Chris, quote, out of the room by just having him take out his headphones, so he can't hear a word that we say, because this is gonna be a guessing game, and Chris is gonna have to figure it out. What we need in the chat, we need 3 different things. We need an occupation. We need an occupation, any occupation, doesn't really matter what it is, any occupation. We need a reason that you are called into HR, or for more specifically, a reason that Chris is called into HR. Now, this is not a real reason. We don't want a real reason you'd be called into HR, and I don't want it to be connected to the occupation either. I want them to be very, very different, because we want to make this more difficult for Chris. And third, I need a famous person. It can be a fictional character, it can be a real life person, alive or dead, doesn't really matter. As long as they're famous enough for we to know who they are, that's all that matters. So we need an occupation, we need a reason to be called into HR. Again, not a real reason. We don't want to get into any real deep conversations. And we need a famous person that Chris has been doing this activity with. So while we're getting those suggestions, what's going to happen is Chris is going to come back into the room eventually, and he's going to have to guess through the meeting with myself, the HR representative of this organization, he's going to have to guess where he works or what job he does. He's going to have to guess what he's been doing. He's going to have to guess who he's been doing it with, just through very, 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 very vague hints that I give him throughout this meeting. So chatter, do we have anything starting to roll in, or do I need to waste a little bit more time discussing how HR works?
Oh yeah, they're rolling in.
Awesome.
So first of all, we have a suggestion of a job of the Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Okay.
So wait, I just want to say, did you say the Undertaker or
just an Undertaker?
Okay, good. I was about to say, if we're going with the wrestler, then might be a little harder. Really specify there. So Undertaker, good. I like it.
Okay. Hit all the cars in the parking lot.
Ooh, rough. All right. The Undertaker hit all the cars in the parking lot. Good.
And they did it with hold up a minute here. With the Hamburglar.
With the Hamburglar, really? Okay. Well, so we have Chris, who is an Undertaker, who hit all the cars in the parking lot, and he did this with the Hamburglar. Am I correct in that assumption?
Robble.
All right. So we're going to again, Chris has no idea what we just talked about. So we're going to bring him back into the room using the universal symbol for put your headphones back on, just by pointing to our ears, and we'll start the HR meeting whenever he decides to show up.
Hey, thanks for. Yeah, I got someone that passed through the office that you wanted to see me.
Yes, thank you so much for meeting me. You know, this is a really important meeting, and I've been preparing for this a long time, because this I don't want this to be uncomfortable. You know, that we discuss these things.
Yeah. I have a feeling that it might have something to do with all the luncheon meats I've been keeping in my desk drawer. If that's the case, I'm sorry for that.
Well, that's a different conversation we need to have.
Okay,
we
good,
really,
good.
yeah, we don't like any kind of meat left out. We need to take care of that. But that's a different story. We're going to talk about that, and maybe we might have like a group meeting about that.
Yeah,
this is a one-on-one meeting. This is a little bit more personal. I don't want it to get out.
Yeah.
Because if people find out it's been you that's been doing these things, like if it gets across the office, people are going to be really mad. They don't know who done it. And so we're trying to keep this under wraps just to keep it from happening again.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want other people finding out about it. It should just be me and you.
Exactly. Well, of course, we have. There are some people who probably saw you, and we're already going to take care of that. We've already had their insurance contact your insurance, so it's going to be okay. But if it gets out, you're going to be in your insurance is not going to be happy with you.
No, I don't want to make anyone else mad, and my insurance is already pretty steep.
Right. Yeah, we provide your insurance, so we understand. Yeah, and that's really why this meeting is happening, because one, it's disrespectful. Two, it's really costing us a lot of money, and we just need you to focus on your work, focus on your work.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a problem being kind of lackadaisical about my focus on my work. I tend to daydream a lot. We've noticed you've been really slacking in the outfit department. Usually we like to go nice and classy, like a nice black suit with a nice tie and everything. But you've really been, the last person just wore a t-shirt and the family did not appreciate it. No, you don't want t-shirts to a black tie affair.
No, of course not. Of course not. Especially when the t-shirt was a Black Sabbath t-shirt. They really weren't going for it. It really put a weird mood on the afternoon.
Yeah, it did. It was a weird situation for that whole day, really. Yeah. With the t-shirts, he was being that guy. He was wearing the shirt of the band he was going to go see later.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing now. First, I was worried that you put him in that shirt. And now I'm more worried that you didn't change him from when he arrived to you. We really, whenever we get them, right, we don't want them to look exactly the way they came to us. We want them to look great. Right?
Yeah.
We want them to yes, we don't want them to look, because that probably is why I got even more complaints from the family. Yes.
Yeah, so when I said he was wearing the t-shirt of the band he was going to see, that was his final wish. So
right, I understand that. That. Yes.
I'm sorry, but I should have listened to the way the family was, and I should have made him look better for the funeral, because here at the funeral dress-up place, the funeral mortuary place where we dress up our dead bodies.
Yes.
I should have known that, and I didn't follow the rules and regulations. I apologize.
Right. And I understand that you're actually out there. You're actually taking them, right? You're taking them.
I take the bodies. Yeah,
yes,
I do.
Yes, but we just need you to be a little bit more professional with it, okay? Because you have your position is a position of honor. It's been around for a long time.
Yes.
How many times do people have to? It's in all kinds of movies, right? They call your position, and then they'll bring them out and
the coroner.
Well, of course.
I call myself that. That's just what I give myself that name. I like it because.
Well, it takes a little bit more time to be a coroner, right? Because a coroner usually needs to understand how people die and stuff. You're just really there to bring them, and then get them nice, and then put them in the coffin, and then send them on their way.
So I'm bringing them the pall. I'm like the bearer of Paul, the pallbearer guy.
Well, Paul was one of our customers earlier, but and you did bring him, but you did not bear him per se.
No. I was a pall bringer.
No, yeah, of sorts. You're more taking them. So, yes.
Yeah, I do that. I take stuff from time to time.
Yes, and I understand sometimes you have to take them under a bridge.
Oh, yes. Well, gosh, come on. We don't. That's why I wanted this job. Is it has the same title, my favorite wrestler.
Right. Yes.
Being the Undertaker.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why we hired you, because you wore a big Undertaker T-shirt
Yes.
in the interview, and we were like, "This is our man. This is our main Undertaker."
And
So
I'm sorry for dressing him up weird.
It's okay. That's okay. That's not as big of an issue as what's going on outside
That wasn't
every
the issue
single
all
morning.
week. I better pay attention then.
Yes, every single morning. Again, insurance is really starting to really it's getting expensive for you, and I'm just,
It is.
I mean, and when people come to visit our place and to maybe use us as their final days, they don't want to see a beat up car, let alone a lot of beat up cars.
No, they don't want me to undertake the endeavors of their dead folks. But after, like, because I'm doing like demolition derby stuff, in the park.
That's what it seems like. All of our employees, they all have dings in their cars now.
Well, I have a problem when I back up and I accidentally hit something. I get crazy and keep hitting stuff. That's just like bumper cars.
We noticed, and that's why we're trying to keep it silent, right? Because if everyone else finds out that you're the one who's been doing it, then it might be bad.
We'll keep that between me and you. Now, no, I do have to say it's mainly because when my buddy comes in the car with me, we get amped up. We turn on the jams.
Right. And it's one of those things where it's like, I'm glad that you have a support system that helps you when you go out and when you're taking the bodies. Yeah. But we're a little worried about the name of your friends. It might seem like we are taking without permission, and we don't want that, right? We are only taking bodies with permission, right?
Yeah, so, it's important to have permission.
Well, of course. Yeah, that's why we're worried about who you're keeping company with, who doesn't seem to want to take any kind of meat with permission.
No. They're just gonna take they go and they like meat.
Yes, and it's one of those things where it's really worrisome that you spend so much time at McDonald's.
Yeah,
and
good, the Happy Meal.
Right. Well, that's the thing is we want you to pay for the Happy Meal. Okay, we don't want you to
steal it.
No, and that's what we're worried that your friend's going to rub off on you, and you're not going to be able to resist stealing it.
Well, I do have my friends kind of are bad influences.
Obviously.
And it's hard for me to resist their temptations. So.
Yes. Well, we just want you to know that we're not gonna accept him as part of the family anymore. You're gonna have to break loose from him, because if he's gonna go off and be stealing stuff, especially burgers, if he's stealing burgers, if he's trying to, and again, bad influence on you. We don't want you stealing stuff, because if you steal stuff and get arrested, if you get thrown, I mean, I don't know if Mayor McCheese is really gonna accept us anymore as the main city mortuary.
Well, look, okay, we'll finally get to it, and I'll admit to what's happening, because I kind of getting hungry and the grumbles in my tummy, and I could use some foot nuggets. So here's what the deal is. Now, the Hamburglar has been my buddy for a while, and him and I like to, from time to time during lunch breaks, we get hungry and we back out in our parking lot and we accidentally ding a bunch of cars. Like, we just keep cracking in a bunch of them, and that's unacceptable as someone in my position as a job here as Undertaker, and I apologize.
It's okay. We accept the apology as long as you dump the Hamburglar as a friend. We don't. As long as it's him or us. That's the choice.
I'll get rid of him.
And scene.
That was a journey. All right. Oh man, why don't we end the show with a game of good, bad, worse?
Ooh.
You guys want to do that?
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right,
guys.
I have to give the people what they want. So I'm gonna do this game with a puppy in my hand, and my puppy assistant can walk away.
You heard it here first, folks. Patrick is actually getting outside help, but that's okay because we're giving you your money's worth tonight. Being professional improvisers, of course, we know a lot of stuff. Most of it, we know it right when we need it. And so we're going to put that to good use by answering your burning questions of the day. Just things that have been bothering you. Things that weigh heavy on your mind, heart, spirit, or that one part of your stomach and everything that you really need to get checked out, but you haven't yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those questions, just any questions at all, anything that's really been bugging you, and we're going to pose it to our team of experts, or in lieu of that, our improvisers. And we're going to be providing all sorts of advice, good advice, bad advice, and worse advice, because we believe in giving you value for your money. So go ahead and start putting those questions into the chat, and I'll start going into them. We'll do as many as we can. So feel free to keep flooding the chat with questions like the G-Funk, who says a 1,242 mile weather front is coming over the east coast of Australia, and I'm worried about my roof leaking. Okay, so someone in Australia is going to have a leaky roof, and we need advice on this. So we need good advice, bad advice, and worse advice. Ty with the good advice, please.
Yeah, so I grew up on the Gulf Coast, a lot of hurricanes. So one easy thing to do if you're worried about your roof is just tarp it. You know, just grab it. You can get a bunch of tarps. You can probably buy them off online. They'll get to you pretty soon. Or you can just go to your local hardware store. Just buy some tarps and just weight it down using bungee cords and just heavy weights. Or you can just tie them off. But tarp the roof. It helps keep the water out.
Tarp the roof. Sounds oddly dirty. But anyway, we'll go to bad advice with Chris.
Now, see, this is kind of piggybacking on the last one, but it's a little bit more solid and a little more intelligent. What you want to do is you want to find a contractor who will build you a second roof. You take that second roof and you put it on top of your original roof. That way, if the roof was going to blow off, then you've already got it's almost like having a shell inside of a shell. You know, it's a distraction. It's a decoy roof, if you will.
Okay, and bringing it home with bad advice, Patrick, what do we got? Or worse advice, rather. Worse advice, Patrick.
Listen, mate. Listen, okay? I'm one of you. I'm here for you, okay? Listen, the Great Barrier Reef is dying, so if the weather's that bad, all you have to do is let your house sink down into the ocean. It can seed a new reef. You can save nature. Okay, so if the weather's coming in, don't worry about it. All you got to do is just let it flood. Just let it flood.
As they say,
like that.
As they say, crikey.
This here dingo didn't like it. So yeah.
You know, if I knew it was that easy to travel to Australia, I would have been there by now.
All
right.
Yeah.
Moving along. What is the best way to launch my Twitch career? Ask Alabama Pinball. So, best way to launch a Twitch career. We need good advice on this because I'm listening too. Noah.
Buddy, this is me putting a hand on your shoulder. So, you want to be a Twitch streamer? Well, the one thing that I would tell you to do is make sure you have a strong group of a strong circle of support. You know, putting yourself out there like that is really hard. You're gonna get some hate comments on the internet. You're gonna doubt yourself from time to time. You need to make sure that you have people like me who believe in you. You got this, champ.
That was inspiring. Let's go to the opposite of that. Melanie with the bad advice.
Well, I can just tell you what's worked for me. You get a large sign, and you just write your Twitch address on it, I guess, whatever it's called, like the whatever your name is, and then just go stand outside a restaurant and just like jump up and down on a busy street and woo, 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 and just wave it, and people will honk and they'll pull out their phones while they're driving and they'll look you up with the thing that you have on your sign. It works every time. That's how I get all my sandwiches.
I'm hungry now, weirdly. All right, let's go to Patrick for the worst advice.
So listen, if you want to launch a Twitch career, what you have to do is you have to give content the people they want, or give people the content they want. Sorry. Yeah, you asked for the worst. This is going to be the worst advice. Okay, listen, you want to pick your games carefully. Play things that are popular, like Among Us. Play WoW Classic. Go and try and do a casual playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. Don't do something stupid that no one cares about, like, I don't know, arcade games that were made in the 70s that are housed in your own basement. Don't play pinball. Play games that I care about, and maybe I'll watch Alabama Pinball.
Wow, that got real. All right, so
It was hard to take him seriously when he was being cleaned so thoroughly.
Hey,
like
I can be as mean as I want. I'm your favorite cast member tonight, America and Australia.
all right, so bringing it home real quick, the last question from someone who has been absolutely gushing over this puppy the entire time. Crazy Ninja Chris asks, how do you hand off your puppy to someone who doesn't get the adorbs at home, apparently? So, advice on handing off a puppy to someone who really needs the cuddles. We need to get advice on this. Ty.
Yeah, I can do some good advice. So, the best thing to do is just to surround yourself with friends who have puppies, and then just go over to their house, and sometimes, or just offer to puppy sit, or even better yet, go volunteer at your local shelter. There will be plenty of puppies there. You can volunteer to help out, and you'll get some good puppy time.
Aw, well, that good advice is getting us a lot of bit cheers from Crazy Ninja Chris, so we need bad advice. Hopefully he won't ask for a refund from Melanie.
If you go to a dog park, sometimes people feel comfortable taking their dogs off the leash, and then they'll start talking with their Starbucks cups or whatever, and you can just scoop that thing up and put it inside of your jacket, and you are out of there before anyone knows that dog is missing.
Okay, well, moving along for the worst advice. If you can get worse than that, Noah can do it. Noah, what's the worst advice?
Hey there, buddy. It's me, your friend Noah. Got my hand on your shoulder here. Make sure I really hammer this one home. You're never going to have a dog. And you can go to your friend's house and you can pet their dog. You can go to dog parks and go, oh, that's cool. And you can sign up for a committee where you are like a professional dog walker and a professional dog sitter. And you can be a vet. You can spend years becoming a vet, but you will never own a dog because you're not worthy of owning a dog deep down inside. And you know that. But maybe if you just spend enough time with the dog, one will like you enough and he won't be hanging out with Patrick all the time. Because what does Patrick have? He doesn't have what I have. There's a puppy with Patrick, but not with me. It's never gonna happen, champ. All right, it's never gonna happen.
I feel like we have to clean up on aisle 3, but meanwhile, and scene.
All right, that's some really awful advice all the way around.
Yeah.
I think is pretty good, which is what we're pretty much known for. Is just horrible advice for your real life world problems. So thank you guys for tuning in. That's our show. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and you found something that tickled your funny bones during our show. I'd like to thank our cast here tonight, first and foremost, for Olive for making a very adorable appearance. Just go ahead and thank Olive there real quick.
She's on Instagram.
I'm sure can't get the Sweepy movie posters on Instagram, but damn it if we can't get 1,000 dog photos. I'd like to thank our cast here tonight, so I'd like to have a big round of a virtual applause for Melanie, for Ty,
Hey.
Noah,
Noah.
Patrick. My name is Chris.
Yeah.
Your name is Chris.
And I'm going to turn it over to Chad, our hostmaster, to let us know what our potential title is and for any closing things he wants to say, I guess.
Well, before we get into the final title deliberation, let's go ahead and give a quick thank you to everybody who supported us tonight. The G-Funk, Crazy Ninja Chris, thank you all for the bit cheers. Abby Joyce, thank you for the bit cheers, as well as Comedy Girly. Thank you for the subscription, Abrink123. We appreciate that and all the suggestions tonight. RM Little, thank you for the bit cheers. Comedy Girly, I believe we mentioned, but there you are again. Eagle Panini, and Comedy Girly for the resub. We really do appreciate that. That keeps us loud live and bringing the funny to you. Okay, we have a couple of last minute suggestions on things coming in, so let me go ahead and just add that. Okay, so we have a few suggestions tonight for a title of this show. First of all, we have Massage-anistic, Foot Nuggets, That Puppy is Kinda Cringe, That's a Pop Rock, cut my follicles. I could use some foot nuggets. And taking meat without permission.
So anyone in the audience, if you guys like any of those ideas, just type it in real quick, whichever one your vote is, and we'll try and figure out which our titles is going to be. And while we wait for you guys to give in your final decisions on what you think the best title of the show is going to be, I just would like to remind everyone that we have started a new season of our Jackbox games, our Tuesday night Jackbox games. We are still, as always, looking for audience volunteers to come on and play with us. Join our stream and join us for a game. If you're interested in wanting to play Jackbox games with us live on our Twitch channel, just go to chaoticgoodimprov.com/contact, and you can let us know that you are you desire to play, and we'll have you on in an upcoming show. Chad, do we have a consensus on what the audience thinks the title of our show should be?
Well, Crazy Ninja Chris is just saying puppy over and over again, which, hey, I'm with you on that. But it seems like a lot of people are saying massage-anistic, so
Massage-anistic?
I like that,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Massage-anistic.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you to, gosh, that was a while back, so I didn't really know who suggested that.
Objection.
Yeah, thank you. So
Naming a show after misogyny is going to be great for our newly revamped Twitter account.
It's massage. Hello.
yeah, like massages.
Massage.
Yeah,
massages
if,
are very
if the
popular.
internet's known for anything, they're great with nuance.
Well, maybe we'll piss off one of our 14 followers, and they'll whatever. Massage-anistic. It works, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but that is that. So thank you to everyone who picked that tonight, and those who suggested. I believe it was RM Little in the chat. So thank you so much for that. We really do appreciate it, and everyone who watched tonight. You have helped make this show what it is. So very much appreciated.
So thank you, everyone. Is that it? Chad, do we have a raid that we're going to be doing, or?
You know what? Our old friends at Show and Tell Live are actually doing a wood carving session tonight, which is actually something very new. So, I tell you
Sure.
what, if you like hearing the dulcet sounds of wood carving and everything, and people chatting along with it, why not just tell them, hey, if nothing else, it's been a while since we checked in with them. So, yeah, just say bye on the way out tonight. How about it? So that will work.
All right. So, Chad, you getting ready to pop us over there?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and start doing the sign-off.
All right. So thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate every single person that's in our chat tonight. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your night.
Night, y'all.